sports, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the Carolina Panthers. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from uptown Charlotte. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
They're set. Play take. 54. Watch it slap. Watch it slap.
First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. To throw is Watson. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. 12 yards there and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Watson. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Now a stoppage, and we've got Chubb shaken up on the play. Boy, not what you want to see in quarter 1 of the new year. We'll be back. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, here's Watson. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 19. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Out of the gun, Watson. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. from 8 yards out. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Next to score, Bears 7, Panthers 0.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Monday, down. 180. Let's pick it up.
He finds Dorsett. It's complete. A huge play there on the screen pass. And even 40 yards.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here.
Now. Check. 180. 180. We're good. 180.
Throwing on second and 14. Carr. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
5-2 the Mike. Mike 5-2. Mike. 5. Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
And no move to pull Carr and the offense off. They're going to go on 4th down.
Hey, Mike 52, Mike 29. 52.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Bears will get the football back. Well, I guess they wanted to get that touchdown right back on their first drive, but failed to do so.
And what they have to be careful of is pushing so hard to stay right there, to stay even with their opponent, that they gas themselves out. You know, it's almost like horse racing. Sometimes you don't want to take your horse right to the front and let them do all the work and then someone catch them at the end and pass them up. You want to make sure you moderate what you're doing along the way and then go for the big finish.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. There he goes right side. Touchdown, Chicago. 2 first-quarter touchdown passes now for Deshaun Watson as the Bears push further out in front. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
734. Come on, now. Come on, now. Express. Watch 52. 52's the mic. Check. Check. 52's the mic. Check. 52's the mic. Y'all not ready.
Throwing his Carr on 3rd down. Complete to Jones. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
We used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
Watch the boot. Watch the boot. Hey, 734. Check. X3. 218. Chopper.
Mixon with a first down carry. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
At the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. The first carry for Josh Adams. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from Charlotte, and it's the Panthers with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Once more, Adams on 1st down. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon.
You try it to the other side, not this side.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
6-18. Right there.
Shotgun now for Carr. And that will be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Able to power through. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. 12 yards on the return that time, and the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive. He is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun, so they will accept the penalty and move forward. So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3.
I'm going to come back to you. I'm going to come back. It's first.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 51 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Check. Crunch. Crunch. Crunch.
Here's a run with Nixon. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Panthers are able to cut into this lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. And he finds a man with a crossing route. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. A run for Nick Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Watson. He completes it to Henry. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Watson now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Watson from the gun, he'll throw. Over the middle, he gets it to Berrios. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. A gain of 3, second down. On 2nd and 7, Watson flushed out right. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
3rd and 2, Watson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, it's been a tough go for him. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a 4th down. Well played.
The kick by McManus is good, and that will get the lead up to 14. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us where they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Carr. And he completes it to Cohen.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, Carr. It's caught. Jones. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 21. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Carr now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10.
Check your team, Spill. Get down, get down.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
A good solid game there on 1st down, but the defense has to be happy they didn't let it pop for anything bigger.
From the 17, Carr. That's into the hands of Reynolds. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this 1st half. This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Express.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Incomplete. It's now second and goal from the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Carr going to throw. And unsuccessful there, trying to dump it underneath. That'll bring up third down.
Incomplete. Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here.
Jim. Quiet down.
Play action. Now it's Carr. He'll buy some time right toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another first and 10.
Go Chiefs. Wide, get wide. Hey, 734.
Operating from the gun. Carr gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Hey, Charlie. What's up?
From the gun, Carr eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Paris Campbell, 55 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be taken about the 12. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Here's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
20, and nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb, 49 yards, as the Bears push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
At the 26-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They run on 2nd down with Adams. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll try and pick up the first down with Adams. He'll have a first down past the 40 and cuts out right sideline. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Josh Adams, 71 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. And that was a 3rd and medium situation. Thought they might pass it. They ran it, and they're glad they did.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one. That's a surprise to me that they ran the ball in that situation. Usually you worry about trying to get that kind of yardage on the ground against NFL defenses. Instead, they crossed them up. That took a little fortitude to make that call. And, boy, it matched up really, really well. The element of surprise plus some excellent execution, off he goes.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Set. 18. Come to the floor. Check 91. 91 is the go.
From the 22, Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
We got 4. Hey, Mike 52.
To throw is Watson, operating from the gun. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike, down. Right there. 180. 180. We're good. We're good. 180.
On 1st down, this is Adams. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Carr into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's into the clear. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. They have, by the way, gone to the 3rd quarter now at Ford Field in Detroit. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Patrick Mahomes with 1 touchdown pass thus far. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play too.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11.
Let's go, D. Let's go. Express.
It's a give to Adams out of the shotgun. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Bravo. Mike 55.
Operating from the gun. Carr buying time to his left. This complete to Jones. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go. Check it out.
Raider 1. Hey, Raider 2.
From the gun, Carr. That is caught by Cohen. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Down. 185.
Ready? Watch time, watch time. Tight end right, tight end right. You got three down.
On second down, here's Mixon. And he only manages a couple here, down to about the 38-yard line.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 9, he got 8. And that's going to leave him with a 4th and 1 on their side of the field. And we're back now in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in possession of the football, but facing a deficit here as we get to the 4th and final quarter of play. Elsewhere, a third quarter score. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, check 24. Watch any weapon. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Down. Purdue. 280. 55.
I got one.
Express. Move.
Check three.
Deuce right, Chief. That's it.
On first down, Adams. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, here's Adams. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Ninth play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard.
734.
On third down, they go with Adams. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And not the prettiest kick he'll ever have, as this one just does manage to stay inside the right upright and creep over the crossbar. And this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll give it to Chubb, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Nick Chubb, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. As the Bears push further out in front, McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Now Carr. Flush to his right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Nick Chubb with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. McManus's point after is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window? And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Here's Carr to throw. Complete to Dorsett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Come on, boy. Come on, boy. Hey, Alpha, you better be ready. Don't be scared of it.
To throw again. Carr. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Jadeveon Clowney in there to bury him for a loss of 11. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And now the ball's out. Carr lost it. Fumble.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. So a change of possession here on the punt, and the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Down. 180. 55. Blue Dan. Blue Dan.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Panther first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now Carr steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jadeveon Clowney able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. To throw, it's Carr. And he's got it. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding call.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Carr completes it. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Hey, orbit.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Hey, wahoo! Come on. Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, watch the ball.
Carr going to go on 4th down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Extra point from McManus is good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
6-18.
Check Mike.
Throwing again. Carr. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down. To throw is Carr. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for the Bears, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll have another road date next week with the Los Angeles Rams. Meanwhile, for the Panthers, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.